Good afternoon. This will be a quick comparison or reality video of what I call the psychologist's first come, first serve. What do you see? And what I see and hear down at the bottom is señorita, okay, woman, señor, man, saigner is to bleed, singe is a monkey, sage is a seat, sanguin, okay, or sanguin, sanglier is one of those wild boars, okay. But seigneur at the same time, seigneur, okay, is actually when you go to church, you go to a French church, they call the seigneur as God. So a Saint Seigneur is our God, okay, and Señor is Mexican man, Señorita for woman, Sange for monkey, Sanglier. They usually refer that in many instances to the blood of the wild pig, and at the same time, blood, okay, is SANG. Now, singing a song, I'm not sure how that comes into there. Angel inside the same word, they added the 99 is the birth, and it is the third birth, THIR, time, heaven, I, birth of R. R is showed to this way. In Russia, they show the R to this way. What you have to understand is I do games people play. It associates understanding of sounds in different languages, ways we hear it to ways we spell it, to the numerological location in a basic alphabet as A1, Z26, Chaldean as A1, and I think Z is, if I can remember, Z is 1 in gematria. And I'd have to look back in my book over here because I'm still trying to remember everything. So we have Z as at the seventh gate, the Wizard of Oz, 77. Regular count for the alphabet, 41. Located in Chaldean as 77. The vowel inside the Chaldean world, the vowel counts, a vowel count is 1 in 9. Yellow. If we went and pulled, 9 would be on the other side. The beginning on the other side, both yellow. E is 5. The total of the E count is 51. Mars. The total of the A count is 62. This is the dog, God 26. They also say either is it Elohim or Ahova with two hays when you spell it in Hebrew. I just went through that today. We have the U located with U, V, and W, and this is funny because inside genetic code, the three U's come together again, U, U, and U. And inside here is double and U, and in French it's W. So they're saying the V as a double U in the French language, so they're associating this. This they show as the gateway. The letter U is the 21st letter. 2, when you have 2, never 2 without 3 because 1 passes between 2. 66 is the divided road. So when you bring all these vowels together, take away the 10, 52 is earth. Take away the 5, 46. There's many ways to look at this. Sometimes I forget. 64 stands for Zion, Israel, 0, and more numerological calculations. But more or less, it stands for the new one, DC. When you carry C, D is the one point you need more, or 1 and 3 dots, to create from a half triangle to a double triangle, or what I call the full square, where the middle of that triangle is the separation between the above and below. 66 down to 45, the foxhole passage in the sun. 46 to 26, we're back to the dog again. So this one brings us, so we're going to do it down here. 41, 62, 51, and 66. The total count is 103. So we take 41 and 62. We'll take this one over here. the seventh one over here. That's in Chaldean, right? But we should have an eighth one in Chaldean. There's one missing, and the reason for the missing one is because I'm only using the ones with vowels. So we have 1, 5, 6, and 7. 2, 3, and 4. Our vibration is missing inside of Chaldean. 1 and 5 is our vibration. 1 and 6 comes together to create 7. So we have U, A, and I coming together. The 21st letter and the first and the ninth equaling to 31. 31 in vowels come together to create that last vowel of 7. This is the way I do my association. I have no choice. I create an equation. Where it takes me, I don't know. So what we're going to continue on here. Okay, we're going to continue on, and I may have done this before, and for those who missed, I keep going over. We're going to go 41 minus the 15. We're going to go 66 minus the 21, 51 minus the 5, and 62 minus the 10. And the underlying score is 45, 46, 52, and 26. So we would equal to this is 103, 104, 154, 160, 220. 220, the energy to life. 22 is the letter V, the 22nd letter, the E world, because of the reverse. Am I holding this camera right? There it is. The reverse of 22 is 5. The reverse of this is 6. Do you understand what the reverse is? It means that if I count A as 1 and Z is 26, the reverses will always equal to 27. And in those numbers, it will say, win a big red sun. All our vibrations, I believe, okay, have to come back alphanumerically because our bodies and our minds are made that way. I'm not from Africa. I don't speak Creole. I'm not from Haiti. I speak my personal here French, but we're all individuals to the system of the vibration we are. When they say God is in everyone, and you ask how can it be, because we're part of a system. Okay. So inside the vowels, the total vowels will always equal to 51. So that means that the total over here, okay, would have to equal to 169. 45, 91, and this will be 88. 88 and 91 equals to 179. So I made a mistake. 179, 180, and 50 is 230. So let me see. Let me use the calculator here. So I stopped the video. I used the calculator. I'm right. It's 169. I'm just checking out to see if, okay. So it's 169 that I got. 13 times 13 will equal to 169. 1 and 3, and 1 and 3 is 4 and 4. 4 times 4 is 16. This, okay, 1, 6, and 9. The vowels, here is the U as the 6. Here is the 1 and 9 together. 1 and 9 together. So that's what it is. So now that we have that, we have 169. This would end up to be the Monopoly board, where we either have this when we're creating, or we have this. When we have this, we're connecting. We're connecting. Okay, we're connecting. I just want to show you something from a design that's in here that I keep going over and over and over again. Just trying to see where that design is. Connecting, connecting, connecting. Where is that design? This connection is an automatic. We have 2 circles inside this. We have 2 nuts inside of this. This is what I call the fleur-de-lis. I know I shouldn't have gone and done this, but this is my fleur-de-lis. Holding on to 2 sides. And then inside the fleur-de-lis, you need 2 of these connecting to these 2 sides. And then anyways, it ends up creating this, and it's bringing 2 worlds together, 2 divided worlds. Now, that's not what I was looking for. Oh yeah, I go on long and it goes forever. Where is where is this going to take me? Somehow it doesn't seem like it's in this book, and it's not. Maybe I ripped out the page. I don't know. So far, I'm taking you on a long. Here it is. I just found that it was in my other book. It's right here. What I like about this is, where's my marker? What I like about this is if we were looking at these 9 numbers, how in the world is there a distance from here to here 4 and a distance from here to here 1 and 9? Because when we go to from 1, okay, we take 1 and instead of going all the way down, you see where 9 is? 9 is over here. 3 is over here. 7 is over here. I go from here 1, okay, I go from here 1, and in the center is 5. So when I go from 1 over here, okay, I have to go like this to get all the way to 9. Okay, here I go all the way through to 7. So this would be my shorter distance, 3 through 7. 3 to 7 is 4, and this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this goes all the way down to 6. However it is, because it's zigzag, I don't know what the values are between here and here and here and here, but this is what I have to presume is the greater distance value. These are 3 all the way up, they're all equal. These are 1 across, they're all the way equal. So it's this going this way across is 1, going up and down is 3. So from here to here is 3, from here to here is 3. Why, I do not know. But anyways, just let's leave it at that. Okay, so now we're going to get back into this spot over here. And this video is already way long. By the time we usually get to 12 minutes in a video, everybody is gone. Now I even lost my page. So much for professionalism, right? So much for professionalism. Back to the page, 12 minutes in. So this is what happens to Chaldean. 220 is power, 51 is power in Mars. Monopoly, 13 by 13, creating the Monopoly board, shows me Earth, dog, in through the sun, creation of the DC worlds. 88 connects the skies, 91 connects the spirit. 13 times 7, or 7 times 4 is 28, equals to the moon cycle. Now, why do I say that? Because 13 times 7 equals to 91. 13 times 7 equals to 91. But Pythagorean says add this up to a single digit and I get 4 equals to 28. But in the sky system, I like to do both of these, moving my angles, right? In this one here, in this scenario here, if I use this line here, I get the Z equaling to the value of 26. I'll create 2 of them. In this one, I get the Z using this line over here, 26. In this one here, when I connect the center line, I get the N value of 14. DNA, 55 passage to the half-life of spirit of 76. How do I say all that? Because in order to get this number over here, I have to go 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 7 and 6. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 plus 6 is 13. Total is 55. But if I minus it, it becomes 29. Now it becomes a link to the birth and running through the moon. And there's a whole scenario for this. And this is where pi fits in. Pi is no, the 14th and the 15th letter. The total is 29. The total of this is 6. The total of this is 5. 3.14159265 are the first 8 numbers of pi. Now, when we bring the plus inside of this, the plus, okay, will end up to be above as below. The plus sign in the minus is the H. So when you want the minus side, you have the heaven. But when you have the plus side, you must have both the heaven and the hell, both the heaven and the I world. The I world is the heaven, the H and the I. Hinz spells Heinz, and the number that totals it out is 57. But the number that totals it out inside of Chaldean, okay, is E becomes 5 in Chaldean, I becomes 1, N becomes 5, and Z becomes 7. 5157, Mars, the Moon Electric Company Association. That's in Chaldean. Chaldean uses a value of 8 in letters because the highest letter can be 8. And I think that 8 letter would be OZ would be F and P. F and P representing the half-life. 8 represents the half-life. Now, if we take a cube out, okay, 4 and 4 will be the opposite of 3 and 3, and then you would have 6 and 8. And this would be created by 2 and 4. And there's a whole scenario. If you want to sit down here for days and months and years like I have, you'll see all the associations of numbers and words. Now, where is this taking us? Well, one day, okay, one day, we're all going to be realigned. And when we realign, we're going to be realigned to an energy that we are already inside of us that they can never take away. That's why all these numbers work with these English words, because it was made that way on purpose. Just like it's unbelievable how 1440 minutes in a day times 1.5 or times 5.5 minus it equals to 4. This one will equal to 5760 times 4 times 5.5, 90, 7920 times 1.5, 2160. Diameter of the moon, diameter of the earth, the year 2000. If we add them all together, okay, we end up with 11. 7 plus 4 equals 11, 7 come 11. Now, I took you out of this atmosphere here and I showed you the multiply and the plus. Well, with the plus sign, we end up with the 4. But with the multiple sign, I end up with 3 and 7. 3 times 7 is 21. 21 and 28, the total is 4907. 7 times 7 is 49. 21 minus 28 are added equals 49. Now all these numbers, and I keep going on and on, and I can keep going on and on and on. Now I don't think we're going to have too many customers left who want to watch us, but when we go into gematria, which is fun, everything in gematria is perfect. The A adds up to 54. The B adds up to 54. The E adds up to 54. The F adds up to 54. A, B, C, D, E, F, they all add up to a total of 54. Gematria has a total of 7 numbers. Gematria has a total of 7 numbers. If all 7 number groups add up to 54, there will be a total of 378. 350, 378 will be our total. Our vowel total, okay, will be, is that right? 378? 7 times 54? Is that possible? 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 times 54 here, 54 here. Give me a second. Lo and behold, I made my corrections, and it was a total of 324 because it's 6 numbers. When it comes to gematria, it's 6 numbers because the G and the T are separate and there's only 2. Every letter, okay, in gematria, okay, gets 4 letters. Every number, every position of letters gets 4, except for G and T, they only get 2. 2 and 7. Win a big red sun. Every time you have 2, you will have 3, but inside 7, your DNA, 9 and 14, 23 creation of the BC world, win a big red sun. The reverse is 18 by 18, your vibration, to 6 and 9. This will create your birth. It's funny the way this will create your birth 29, and these two numbers together, 5, 4, and 27, equals to 81. All these numbers, whatever I do with them, I'm always going to find something because that's the way numbers work. 6048, the son of time. 54 and 324, 378, as we spoke before, and that is the creation of the gateway. 37, the gateway is created through Nibiru. 21 is the cube. That probably, I'm just guessing this because everything I do, a lot of things have to be discussed between us. Um, Everything has to be debatable for a better understanding. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just a better understanding of the reality. What we're going to do inside here is we have A in here, so the value after we remove the vowel is 53. The value after we remove this is 39. This is the sky system of Saturn. This will create 27 Winter Big Red Sun and Alpha Beta any craps, which means the opposite of this, okay, will be the entry through the gateway because of games people play and the dice cubes, what the odds bring us in games on the dice cubes. This is not a dice cube. But anyways, the next one over here, we have to remove two of them, okay? And the value inside this one over here, right, inside this one over here is 10 because there's both E and I. But I'm not going to remove a 10 from this one. What did I remove here? I removed the O. I removed 15. Inside of this one, I'm going to remove 14, and this one will be 40. In this one over here, the total is 21, and the value over here will be 33. So this will create 9, and so this 33, so we'll be left with, let me calculate, again, 51 for the vowels, right? 51 for the vowels. The total is, I'm scratching my head here. The total is, wow. The total is, you see, I'm only working with the vowels right now, right? So the total is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It is 4 numbered that picks up all the vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. 5 vowels, 5 senses, 5 singing ladies, things of 5. Over here, it was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside of Chaldean, there were only 4 positions of vowels because A and I came together over here. Inside of this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 positions of vowels. Inside of here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's only 4 positions of vowels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. And inside of numbers, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions of vowels. 5, 4, 4. Inside this house, okay, there are 9. Inside this house, there are 8. Inside this house, there are 7. It's really confusing because I'm just trying to show you what I work with, okay? I'm not giving you any answers. I'm not going to do anything because all of this has to be multiplied after by the number 3 because 3 is going to make it perfect. If you're looking that way, then all you have to do is make 3 turns to go around, right? 3 sides, 3 turns to go around, and that's it. That we can talk about that. So here we end up with 33, 73, 127. No, let me do this with a calculator. We have 33. We get that? We have 33 plus 40 plus 39 plus 53 equals, we have a total of 165. The total is 160. Oh, I have it right over here. 165 is the total. Now, if I take the consideration of the vowels are 51. The 51, so we end up with 216. This would be your Mayan week, 216. This would be the total of the Mayan week. 165 are actually a representation of creation of the half-life inside your vibration, and 6 is that half number, and it fits in between. 6 is a half number. This is all we need. One in between none. Your 10 is 1 in between. You're surrounded. The total here is 75 in this creation. How do I know? Because the game of darts told me this story. 50 red, 25 green. That's what the story is in darts. this can be reversed. The 9 can be flipped over, and this can be 1, 6, 5, 2, 9, because these two can be reversed, and this 29 is your birth, the Venus world birth, the IT system inside wheat, the IT system in human, and it's noted in the French word of wheat. And 8 is what connects everything. Two systems of 4 and 4 with one connecting. It becomes very confusing. And what happens is you have two connecting. Now either you put one here for 9, or you put one here and your one here, and you have your 10 and your 10. If not, you remove these, right? And you just use one here to link everything, and you use your 5 in the center. This is based on the designs of the cards, what the cards will do. So after we've done 25 minutes of video, I'm going to stop this. I'm never impressed. I'd rather have somebody ask me questions about everything that's going on, because the last part that you already saw, I'm going to be redoing this video, and I probably did the same one 3 times. But there's 100 new people that came in, and some people don't go back to look at old videos. Somebody might want to ask me a question. There's all kinds of stuff, and there's so many connections. There's so many webs that stick out, because everything was created in worlds before us. When they talk about Urantia world, I see big time the reality of the spider, the connecting wings, the connecting cells between cells, the connecting minds that we have. All this art here, I'm not an artist. I just design what has already been created before me. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Happy Rosh Hashanah. Is religion real? Well, if you believe in formation and the understanding what formation is all about, then that would be what religion is about. It's about formation, and it's been used, I'd like to say, against us. Thank you for watching this video.